Well, Levy's openings are actually quite fearsome. And the first bone cloud of the night. Oh, no. Rookie 3,
queen f2.
G2, rook and G2 and king H5 and queen F5, and it's me.
Done.
Bang! That's how Nemo plays. That's her style.
And that was a double bone cloud.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to a fun day of chess stuff. Levy's actually not streaming this whatsoever. I don't think he actually knew you could stream it, but these are going to be fairly try-hard games, and I will turn chat off. All right, just waiting for the match to start.
Okay, well, you're evoking my title, but we have a Jabala London setup here. Bishop on f4, knight on c3. And what do you make of this decision? Play b5. She did it quite quickly. And so she throws her pawn forward on the queen side. And we can see that Levy, he went knight to c3, knight to b5, knight back to c3. So he's been moving the same piece a bunch of times, and yet his position very solid. There's no pawn tension yet.
But Nemo playing h6, she's not going to let Levy run circles over her on the king side. This is a classic idea, meeting h5 with g5 and g5 with h5. The issue for black is that white's advantage carries over to all sides of the board. The e4 pawn is now a weakness that I think Levy is trying to attack with the move queen c2.
Perhaps I can get my knight into d5 and start trying to create some problems for white elsewhere.
Yeah, knight d5, queen e4, maybe throw in bishop e8 at some point. But no matter how you slice it, I mean, it's a very bad position for black here out of the opening.
Yeah, a pawn is a pawn, and e4 is falling in white's setup, right? That London-style setup. We have the party hat from b2 to d4 and f2 to d4. It's very solid and hard for black to break through. So the time is about even.
That looks so bad.
As we speak, look at the clock. Nemo down over a minute on the clock. She's losing e4, Robert.
No, it's not. She needs to get some kind of c5, b4, some sort of pawn break, because once the queen takes on e4, I'm expecting h5 and bishop d3, things like that, going for checkmate. You can push g5. You're spoiled for choice, essentially, from the white side of things. So she needs to drum up some play on the queen side, and b4 is going to be met by c4, so it's not that appealing either.
This is just so bad.
I don't even know what to say. I can't see a single move. Knight f6, of course, white goes g5, and that merely throws oil onto the fire by opening up the h file. And Nemo doesn't see a move either. She's now down 2 minutes on the clock. Finally plays queen c8. Nemo doing what she needs to do, striking at the center with c5. But as you pointed out, white's central structure is so incredibly solid. It would survive a tornado. Like, you can't take that down.
Say, I know I'm down a pawn, but I'll trade queens and hope that I have enough compensation from there on out.
Ooh, bishop g6. No, come on, Nemo. Bishop g6.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, queen takes here. Bishop e5.
She goes here. I go here. But it still looks bad.
Okay. They're both in time trouble. So, random moves more or less will happen here.
Right.
How many extra pawns?
Great job here.
Yeah, but how many extra pawns? I can't even count. 4?
4. Oh, and now it's an extra rook.
Yeah.
I feel like that game was so good. It had potential to be so good. All right. Well,
the time management bodes pretty well, honestly, for the bullet. And I think she needs to stay alive in the 5-minute portion. I think she has every chance to do pretty decently in the 3 and 1 minute portions, but she can't go down 6 at the end of these 90 minutes.
Look at Nemo, by the way. She's like leaning into the screen. I wonder if she's relaxed. Probably not. It's hard to be relaxed.
I don't know. 2-0.
Okay. Take. I mean, his king's in the center regardless, so whether or not I play bishop g3 doesn't matter.
4 is being set up. It's not a threat yet. Levy dropping his knight back to d1. Obviously, white's setup is really flimsy, but if Nemo can't take advantage of it, Levy could even play e4 and really tempt fate. Oh, God,
yeah.
And then takes in c5.
That's what Nemo's plan has been this game. He's like, so are you sure you want to go forward with that plan?
Bishop looks awkward as heck on b7, but I don't see what it does on d7 either. If he takes here, I take with the bishop so I can get this pawn.
I think she's playing an excellent game so far. This is exactly what she has to do. She's gotten a good position out of the opening, and again, she's doing well on the clock.
And she takes with the bishop. She wants to strike at this e3 pawn. The bishop is pinned, so knight c3 would be one way to defend the pawn. But then the knight gets in the way, and c5 can be played. Because if you go knight c3,
Bingo.
c5 takes d4. Oh, gosh. Wow. He castles kingside.
I like that decision by Levy. It's not the end of the world for white, but it's getting really unpleasant. 5, Nemo's choice. Still good. And then knight fg6 could follow on the next move.
This is looking really good for Nemo.
Yeah, white's position is so flimsy. Anything could collapse at any moment. Levy sliding his bishop up to b5, attacking the rook.
And the bishop is now under attack.
H4 check is also in the mix.
That's a fun move to potentially play. I can also threaten this.
And maybe Levy wants to provoke Nemo into spending a lot of time calculating these sacrifices.
I mean,
and he's succeeding.
He is.
The clock really worries me.
Yeah. Uh-oh. And suddenly...
D6.
That hangs e4, but he gets the queens off the board, and you have a passed pawn. So who cares about a single pawn in the center of the
A
board?
protected passed pawn, finally finding a job for that bishop on b5.
Do not trade queens. I would not play queen takes e4.
No,
but
queen e4 is going to lose.
Where else can you go with that queen?
I don't see anything. 9 seconds for Nemo.
No. It is indeed. It is indeed.
Nemo.
She played a nice game.
One more threat. G5 check. Okay.
Okay. Well, 3-0 for Levy. It hasn't been smooth sailing, but he has played very well.
The 300-point difference is really noticeable right now. I did not like it.
For sure. And I think for Nemo, it's really important that she just scores a victory somewhere because she's been playing well. It's 3-0, but it hasn't been 3 lopsided games. She has been right in the thick of things throughout them. That last game, as you said, from start to finish, she played very well until she was down under 30 seconds on the clock, and then things got out of control.
And another Scandi by Levy.
I hate the Scandinavian so much right now. Why is he not playing the Caro?
I don't know about this. Knight c3 already is a little bit odd.
Yeah, and also spending 25 seconds by the first 4 moves of the game is not a way necessarily to get an advantage, at least not practically speaking, in a blitz game. However, we look at her setup with these pawns here and a third pawn joining the party. It doesn't look great for white.
I don't like this at all. And that pressure could be exacerbated with bishop g4, attempting to eliminate the knight. No, the wheels are coming off just a little bit here for Nemo.
And importantly, that c takes d4 was a threat. So dc5, even though it looks really bad, it was the best move in the position, just to show everybody that normally this pawn on d4 can't be captured because there's some sort of discovery. But with the pawn on g6 and no access to h7, when we get a situation like this, after all is said and done, all the trades happen on d4 here, there's no bishop takes h7 check, which means that there's no useful move, which means you just lost the pawn. Yeah, that's actually a really good point because the knight going d4 would be ideal for white. So after bishop g4, maybe the queen would have come out to f4 or something like that to defend the knight. But either way, Levy says, why not just grab the pawn back? Look at these pawns that white has.
All right, let's go for this.
You know, I just want you to appreciate those pawns and how black, without really doing much of anything, has obtained a really large advantage.
You can't move your queen because c3 hangs. You can't play knight d4 because the pawn hangs. It's just bad.
Levy can continue with king to e8. That frees up his knight. So he plays bishop f6. So what is white going to do about these pawns?
I'm speechless. I have no good answer for you, Robert.
Maybe knight d4? Okay.
This is a very committal decision by Levy. I don't know about bishop a3 check.
Oh, I don't like that move.
Wow, the eBub are disagreeing with a lot of moves. Maybe bishop e7 was worth considering instead of king e8.
Yeah, but e4, knight g1?
Too passive. And good move by Nemo. Bishop d4 is on tap.
So check, king goes to e2. If you take c3, I get a7.
Both of our pawn structures are absolute shit, so it's not the worst. I mean, I think I can get my bishop out. I'm gonna take on a7 and play bishop b8. I want to just take this and play this probably.
Oh, Levy down
to 17 seconds.
He's got to go. Check and take.
Bishop c5.
Yes, it's a free pawn. Huge blunder.
For a win.
This is a very simple tactic.
Nemo's got to see this. Oh, she missed it, but she's still better.
Yeah, she's got
the outside passer.
So Nemo needs to pressure him on the clock. A7, there's king b7.
Bishop a7,
a7, a7,
king e5.
Yes.
Oh my God, she sees it. E3.
King takes
e5. Yeah, you can just take.
Just wins because the bishop comes back to b4.
Do not play f takes e3, although that probably still wins.
Yeah, she played the right move order.
Wow.
And she covers the square, wins the pawns.
A phenomenal game by Nemo.
Yes. Well, I mean, after she had the double pawns.
End game by Nemo.
There it is.
Oh my gosh, finally a win. That was a tough end game to play.
She wins the game, so it's an important victory for her. 3-1 now in Levy's favor, and we're getting a King's Gambit.
And is Nemo playing a Falkbeer?
Queen. That's
not a good line.
I have no idea how to play this Falkbeer thing.
Knight c3.
Yeah, you get this with tempo, and the queen is running around a little bit.
I don't know where Nemo looked this line up, but this is just not the right way to. Ooh, yeah, why not knight c3?
E4, knight c3. That seems clearer. Can you just take?
Okay.
D3.
Knight c6 by Nemo.
Sure, this is also fine.
I just don't like this for Nemo, though. She turned a King's Gambit into a Scandi.
Gosh, I hate King's Gambit so much.
I love this for Levy. Rook E1 is coming.
Yeah, this is a nasty threat.
D4, D5 also compounding Black's problems.
So what does Black do right here? Bishop
D4.
E7 seems solid enough. D4 going for D5.
I don't want to face knight to D5.
Uh-oh.
But okay.
D6. Guess she
Okay.
wants to defend.
And knight E4 does block the E file, so maybe she's trying to provoke that and then go queen H6, for example.
And if he goes here, I guess I just go here. But then he has this, but then I go here. Just weakening his king any way, shape, or form is probably good for me.
I think that was a very ingenious idea by Levy, though, to provoke F6, stopping the knight from getting out to F6,
Yep.
and now takes C7.
So tempted to just long castle and see the expression in his face, but I should probably not do it. I mean, I don't see how else I'm gonna castle. That is very fucking tempting. No, I can't do it.
Oh gosh, but rook E8, something like that. Knight G5, pawn takes, knight E5 check with the fork.
These are exactly the kind of positions I do not want to play into. Oh well, happens.
Trying to use the E file, but no time for her.
She's got to make a gazillion more moves. This game is nowhere near ending.
Queen C5, there's still rook A6.
Rook A6, you can't defend the pawn.
Yeah, the rook
Oh my
defends.
God. And Levy down to 20 seconds.
She's doing amazingly well considering she has no time.
Without question.
Ooh, she
I looked
took-
at DE.
I think she want to keep her king feeling safer with more pawns there. And Levy down to 11 seconds.
Queen C4, defending the pawn on A6.
Yeah, C5 was the threat as well. So
She blunders another pawn.
yeah, rook 7. She
Takes
blundered.
C7 and A7.
Oh, that's just brilliant.
Although rook B8. though.
Uh-oh. I think it's a very important pawn there.
And another one is hanging.
Two of
This is
them.
still a game. 2 seconds for Levy.
Rook A6.
Takes in rook A6. Rook A6.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
how did she
goodness.
do this?
Rook
She's-
D6, and now Black is very much in the game.
Take D4. Queen D4.
Wants to create loops. Queen F7.
Oh my gosh, she's better.
She's winning.
Queen D3. Okay, she's
Don't
check.
blunder F4. Oh, rook F5. Oh, E3, E3,
And-
E3.
That's square.
Oh.
She goes Queen G6.
Oh
You
my
can't
God,
take B5
H4 by
no
Levy.
matter what.
Great move. Queen F4. Oh, there's going to be a
Rook
pin.
F7, King G8.
1 second for Levy.
Oh my gosh, he's barely getting
Oh my
moves off. Rook
goodness.
F6. Rook F6.
H3. Threatening mate. Oh, HG. No HG first.
HG
Oh, she's gonna lose.
Levy is taking this.
Oh my God. What did we just see?
I was so freaking winning that game. I just need to not lose the pawn.
I do believe she has chances. Her time scramble ability has proven to be quite promising. And now we're here, less time on the clock. So maybe she'll be more confident in her decision and just play rather than overthinking in some of the earlier moments.
Playing another Scandi, and again, that queen making an appearance on F5. I think this might be one of the first times in Scandi history that a queen has been on F5. 3 Queen F6, Robert. C3, knight takes B4. And that attack is no laughing matter.
Oh, so Queen E5 play. That's
Nice
a
move.
I'm gonna take with the king.
great move by Nemo here. A takes B2, not the end of the world. This knight should just jump over the E4 square, maybe even venture to C5. Okay.
Yep, that's about to happen. And now Levy can't castle anymore. Not that his king is that unsafe.
I was gonna ask where he was gonna castle. I guess he's just not going to.
And AB2, King B2, it may seem like the white king is unsafe, but this rook comes to A1, and that's actually a favorable transition for Nemo.
And she'll turn the queen side around entirely from Black's realm of attack to White's.
Mm-hmm.
We wanna play G4.
Another idea to consider at some point is G4, because if we get a trade, then you can use the H file to White's benefit.
Yeah, Nemo has handled the middle game wonderfully so far.
Knight B6. I think that the Knight A4 idea is what Levy's looking for. She's spending a lot of time in this moment. B3 is an option right now for White. She has Bishop C3. She wants this pawn.
Rook E1.
Oh gosh, like Knight C5, Rook E1 ideas as you're pointing out.
This is so promising, but 15 seconds.
Knight
She's
C5.
gotta make a
Knight
decision.
C5.
Move.
Yeah, go Knight C5. If Rook D5, then the Queen takes H4. Rook C5, Queen A2, Knight A4.
Oh, he
Castle.
castles. I forgot that was the thing.
What?
She has to win this game.
Knight E6.
G2.
Knight E6.
Rook G1 attacking. Where does the queen go?
It's trapped.
It's trapped. Rook E5. Oh, Levy has to give it up.
Yeah, no, but if you're giving up your queen there.
But Robert, it's not over. There's a pawn on G. Oh, Queen E6.
Queen
Queen
E6.
E6. Queen E6.
2 seconds. Go, go, go.
Oh my God, no, not like that.
Whoa,
Rook C5.
what?
Rook C5. Oh no.
What is she doing?
Oh, and Levy's gonna move.
Oh my gosh.
Now it's a game.
It is completely a game.
It's still completely winning.
Rook E7.
Oh, Levy. Levy's gonna flag. Oh.
Yes.
And so as we get to the current position, yeah, very passive for black.
Right, and it's just not her style. I don't know why Nemo is sort of holding herself back. You can't go f5 now because c6 would have hung in the end. Bishop f6 is a nice move.
Right.
Oh, and that was the d4 square.
Yeah, e5 would not be a good move now because just pawn takes e5, c6 would become defended, and knight e6 to d4 is what you're pointing out. So he can just walk the king over to h2 where it's safer, but maybe not as prepared for an endgame. But the position is completely locked up.
Yeah, and this is evidenced by Nemo's last few moves. I knew he already pulls the trigger.
He does, but his king need to be over here.
Yeah, there was no... Okay, but knight e6, rook d6, again too passive by Nemo.
Instead of hopping forward, she just tends to hop back.
c3 by Levy, queen b4.
Nice move.
Rook c6.
Oh, I guess not so nice, that pawn hang. I thought that c5 was going to happen for black.
Don't go rook d2, rook a2 because of rook e6. Don't go rook a2.
Because oh my gosh!
Oh my god! Oh! Rook e6.
Yep, tactic.
It's still bad though. c5 and king d3, king c4.
Yeah, here it comes.
And Nemo just in time.
Yeah, king to d5.
e6, go! No!
Oh, too passive.
Again, too passive. And don't go king d7 because
no,
of
e6.
e6. Oh, and she's gonna lose g6 and she's gonna lose the game.
This has been a theme, right? She just tends to take the passive approach.
Oh, rook d6 even, or king c4.
She's gonna have to go rook d1.
Oh, Levy's gonna flag.
He actually got surprisingly close there. King f7. Oh, she pre-moved king f7.
All of the pawns are falling. Look at this, king b4, another one. Oh, rook h8. Rook h8.
His mate.
This is also good. Rook b7. The knight has no squares.
Oh, and the fork.
And another one bites the dust for Nemo.
Every single time, I'm like completely winning.
Yeah, so this game, she just chooses passivity over the active play. I mean, we just go back to that moment.
Good stuff by Levy and Italiano with knight f6, castles, the Max Lang attack, knight e4, d4.
I wanted a fried liver.
Passive, Robert. Passive. This is not Nemo's style.
No, and if knight takes, pawn takes, queen takes, bishop takes, it's okay for black. It just doesn't seem what she's aiming for. Retreat, don't play g5. That's an interesting tactic. Knight f5.
What's the capital of Guinea-Bissau? Oh, knight f5 wins the queen. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, it does it. Oh, knight f5, king f6.
Yeah, you have king.
What was that? What?
What was
Nemo,
that?
What bishop before?
I think she thought she was going to lose her
but
queen.
Why did Levy not take and go queen d7?
I mean, this is still winning.
Oh my god, no. Oh yeah, no, Levy's up a piece.
Wait, what is this? Bishop is terrible.
No longer.
Okay, knight c6. This.
Oh, bishop b4. Oh, Nemo's taking all his pawns.
Wait a second. What's happening here?
Knight c7.
Oh.
King f3 winning g3, and black is playing for a win potentially.
Yeah, for sure. e4.
King g2, king g2.
Oh my gosh, the bishop's trapped.
The bishop.
That's brutal. King g2.
Oh my god, king g2 wins the bishop. Why is she not? No,
no.
Oh, why nothing is being captured here at all?
King f1. Okay. King g2.
Oh, g4. Oh my god, Levy might be playing for a win.
What is happening? Black won.
That was might be the craziest bullet sequence I've ever seen.
Play g7. Just throw in g7.
Oh, don't stalemate, Nemo. Don't pre-move.
Oh, the queen was in the perfect spot. She has so much time left.
Yeah. Boom. Oh, Levy's openings are actually quite fearsome. And the first bone cloud of the night. Oh, no.
So Levy's trying not to laugh. You saw he put his sweatshirt over his mouth. I think that when somebody plays the Bon Cloud, you kind of have to play it back because otherwise when you win, you're like, oh, they played the Bon Cloud. If you lose, it's embarrassing.
I actually made that point. I think in the Magnus Hikaru game, the thing is, somebody like Magnus, if he loses in a Bon Cloud, will never, ever live it down. It's just the best insurance policy for your reputation to respond with the Bon Cloud.
Because as we know, losing one blitz game of chess against the Bon Cloud means you're a terrible chess player. That's obviously how that goes. It's a king, it's classical idea. Bon Cloud is honestly no. Okay, I don't know where I'm going with this. I just need to stop. Yeah, no,
you know what I mean, right? Oh, g4. Here comes Levy opening the files. Queen e4 and g5.
Just bring the king back. h5. Trying to get the
g8. g5. Queen g6.
I almost want to take on g5, but she plays as well.
Bishop h5, copium.
Oh, no,
no, 95.
No.
Oh my god, how many times? 95 and rook.
Bishop 5.
Oh, it wins the queen.
Oh my gosh.
Or no, it doesn't. Queen b3.
Yeah, but take on e5 then.
Oh, and it's completely winning and white structure collapses.
Wow, turned around.
Oh, rook h4. Even better. Queen e6 though.
Rook e5. Oh, the rook g1.
Uh-oh.
Don't play queen f7. Okay, good. Queen g6, lining it up.
Make a move.
Oh my gosh. 1 second.
Oh my god.
Just go.
Oh my god, she's literally down 0.2 seconds. Rook C2, Rook C2.
Rook G, Queen D2.
Oh,
Queen
Rook
D2.
C1.
Queen D2.
Rook
Oh,
E3,
Queen
Queen
F2.
G2, Rook and G2 and King H5 and Queen F5 and it's me.
Done.
Bang. That's how Nemo plays. That's her style.
My goodness. And that was a double Bonclad. And I don't think Levy's going to stop there. He's on a winning streak. He's enjoying this match, although...
And this is a classic type of compensation where black gets very dynamic center. The idea of going F7, F6 eventually.
Like now?
Or not right now. Bishop takes D7 could be considered by Nemo because now FE, and knight E5 and bishop D6.
Just 95, yeah. Queen H5, the C3 pawn. Everything is loose. Maybe just knight F3. There are some chances over here.
Get them in some DoorDash.
Uh-oh. Bishop D3. No. Bishop D3 and Queen G6. Infiltrate.
Now that bishop is stuck in quicksand and black's rook can join the party with rook AF7 potentially. Maybe just knight G5 should be tried, but whoa.
What?
Whoa, oh, Queen D5 and the rook on A2 hangs.
Wow, she saw that so fast. I didn't even see what was captured. A pawn on
what's
B6?
more impressive is that she set it up with rook takes B6. She's had flashes of brilliance this match, but they've been just too few and far between, but amazing there. And Queen C5 taking the right bishop.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my lands. This is an incredible sequence by Nemo. Can she finish this one off?
Okay, bishop G4 is Queen D5. Knight G5.
Oh, rook E6. No, it's a free bishop.
Oh, wait, it's been no back rank mate? Oh, this
No, because rook E1.
Yeah. Just give your king some space.
And H4. Jesus. Levy, though, he's about to flag.
95. Okay, rook E7, trade queens.
Trade the queens and rook E6.
Yeah, this is... Although she...
Oh!
Levy, I fucking hate you.
I'm screaming on her behalf. It just hurts so much. And she's smiling.
I thought something like that might happen, but you can't pre-move in those situations. Oh my goodness. Oh no, and it still might be a draw.
Nah.
Okay. King F4, yeah. Oh, King E3. Goodbye.
I'm going to show that again because he was completely lost. So he figured, all right, if I'm going to lose, I might as well try my one last thing here. Rook D1.
Oh.
Obviously, rook takes D1 is a free rook, but when you're pre-moving, you're not looking at the board, and Levy scoops up the rook and wins the game. Uh-oh, at some point, that queen is going to infiltrate.
Queen C7 doesn't create a threat immediately, but it's a very nasty move to face. And I would go bishop F3 and rook H1, rook H7.
There's one open file, and white controls it, and just park that rook on H7. 24-hour
free parking there.
I don't know where you live, but...
no street cleaning.
Knight F3 takes G5.
Oh, wrong way. A little too passive there.
Yeah, that knight go back, and go there.
Oh, but now E4, and she's given up the C4 square and the E4 square.
And this bishop is terrible.
King B2, King B3, King C4. Oh, I don't know if this is good or bad. Black's king can get to F5.
I don't know who benefits more.
Rook C2.
Is there?
Oh, Levy.
Yeah.
Right? Is that right?
Yeah, check.
You gotta make the sound after Levy takes F7.
Yeah. Zoop. Oh gosh.
King D5.
Is there a checkmate? Rook G5?
No, rook King F4 always.
Yeah, and the bishop covers. So let's just promote the pawn. B6.
B6, not a bad idea.
Yeah, don't mind if you do. Okay, knight C5 defending.
This will be the last game of the match, ladies and gentlemen.
Unless it ends in the next 2 seconds. And B7, and that is game.
Although takes bishop E3. Oh, but then the A pawn rumbles forward.
Yes, and there's a very quick path for it. There's no stopping it.
Leered for takeoff.
And that's 19-4 final score in Levy Rosin's favor.
All right. I had so many winning games, but I guess it's okay. Also had a lot of games where I was losing, so can't really complain too much, you know? I don't think I'm better at bullet than he is. I think it was just a lot closer matched at bullet relative to the rest of the match, which is totally fine.
First of all, obviously GG's. Yeah, I mean, I was looking at Nemo's openings before the match, and so she has the playing style which is the worst for me, which is play the same openings every game and bore me to death, and I'll do something stupid. I also had a feeling she would have prepared the Caro-Kann, so I just didn't play it to frustrate her. Hopefully that paid off.
That
And
did.
yeah,
It
I don't
did.
know.
I was very frustrated.
Yeah, and Nemo, on your end, I mean, early on, Levy did win the first 3 games, but as he said, it came down to a few time scrambles there where you both had chances. So did you feel like, if you could do this match over, those early games, if you could have scored some of those victories, that would have changed things?
Honestly, I think the outcome of the match could have been closer if I had done a little bit better in a lot of the time scramble situations, but Levy is super resourceful, and I am playing the match expecting to go into those positions, and I just have to kind of do my best. Like, looking at Levy's games, he's always so ready to go into, bullet scrambles and all of that stuff. So although it looks close, I was expecting to, still fail a couple of those, which ended up happening, and I was like, okay. That happened. All right. Thank you guys so
Bye,
much.
guys.
Take
See
care.
ya.
All right, bye Nemo, bye Levy.
Bye. All right. It was more or less what I expected to be. I could have gotten a couple of games here and there. I'm really not that surprised about it because I know how resourceful he is, and the way he plays is just such a direct counter sometimes to the way I play, and he said that as well, where it's like I like to play super solid and safe, and then when things get really complicated, I try to I try to be as tactical as I can, but it's still really difficult. He's really quick with the tactics. He's super resourceful. Oh, the Bon Cloud game was great. I agree. Funnily enough, I scored 7.5 to 11.5 against Danny Wrench, but Levy is 300 points higher rated than me. He just is higher rated than me.